Most of Anoop Tikku's book, The Uprooted Chinar, really digs into a pretty painful history for 12 whole chapters. But then, the final chapter, it does something completely different. It stops looking back and starts looking forward. It lays out an actual blueprint for restoration, and that's exactly what we're going to unpack in this explainer. Just that plan. How do you turn memory into a real strategy for action?
So after all that history, all that looking back, the book just switches gears completely. It's a really dramatic pivot. It's not about the past anymore. It's about drawing a map for the future of the displaced Kashmiri Pundit community. And let me tell you, this isn't just some feel-good ending. It's a seriously detailed, strategic proposal.
And this quote from the chapter, wow, it just nails the whole idea, right? History is not a closed book. It beckons us to author its next pages with unwavering resolve. The goal here isn't just reacting to what happened, it's about grabbing the pen and proactively shaping what comes next. It's about turning that sense of grievance into a real organized force for change.
Okay, so what's at the heart of this whole plan? Well, it's all built around creating a dedicated nonprofit organization. A foundation, really, that's designed to fight for the community's cause in a structured, professional, and, well, a way that's built to last.
And it has a name, the Kashmiri Pundit Restoration Foundation, or KPRF for short. Now, its mission, as the book lays it out, is all about using the community's collective power to go after legal and social goals. We're talking specifically about getting back property, seeking financial restitution, and making sure the community is safe.
Now, this isn't just some ideas scribbled on a napkin. It's a model that's really designed to last. You can see the key parts right here. It's built to pull in global support, especially funding from the diaspora. It learns from other successful justice movements around the world. And a big one, it's all built on being transparent and professional. The whole point is to be self-reliant, so it doesn't have to depend on, as the book puts it, fleeting political goodwill.
So, how would this foundation actually get things done? Well, its work is split into three main parts, or pillars, as the book calls them. They're separate, but they're also designed to work together, creating this really comprehensive strategy. Let's break down what each one does.
All right, first up we have the legal pillar. Think of this as the engine of the whole operation, the part that seeks justice through the legal system. And what's really interesting is that it's designed to fight on two fronts at the same time.
And this is really the key part, this dual approach. See, on one hand, you have the fight for the collective, the big picture stuff. Things like getting the 1990 events officially recognized as a genocide, or securing political representation. But on the other hand, it's also about individual justice, helping actual families reclaim their ancestral homes and get compensation for what was taken. So it's fighting for the community as a whole, and for each person within it.
Okay. The second pillar is what brings this whole plan squarely into the 21st century. Because let's face it, in any modern fight for justice, data is everything. So the technology pillar is all about using cutting-edge tools to make the foundations work smarter, faster, and backed by solid evidence.
And this is where it gets really fascinating. We're talking about modern tech meeting historical injustice head on. The chapter suggests using AI to basically supercharge the whole process, combing through old records for evidence, automatically digitizing archives, even mapping sacred sites. And the point here isn't just to look flashy or modern. No, it's about using this technology to build much stronger, data-driven legal arguments.
And that brings us to the third and final pillar. This is the one that makes sure this whole effort never loses touch with the very people it's trying to help. This is the social pillar. You can think of it as the human interface of the entire foundation.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? To bridge the gap between abstract policy and personal reality. Because all the legal wins and all the data in the world don't mean a thing if they don't connect to people's actual lives. This pillar is meant to be that exact bridge.
And its job is absolutely critical. This is the team that would be out there collecting personal stories, providing counseling to help with trauma, keeping families in the loop with updates, and organizing community meetings. It's about making sure the foundation isn't just fighting for the people, but is truly working with them. It ensures everyone feels heard, supported, and part of the process every step of the way.
So when you put it all together, the legal, the technology, and the social pillars, what you get is this incredibly comprehensive and really a very pragmatic plan. The book makes a strong case that this isn't some pie-in-the-sky dream. It's a practical, on-the-ground strategy for actual reclamation.
And to prove just how practical it is, the plan lays out very clear ways to measure success.
These aren't just vague hopes. We're talking about tangible goals that would be tracked every single year to build transparency and trust. Things like how many properties were reclaimed, how many convictions were secured for past atrocities, and is there a real, measurable increase in safe pilgrimages? Hard numbers.
And all of this really leads to the powerful, central question that this whole blueprint is built around. Can a community actually institutionalize its fight for justice? Can it turn the heavy weight of memory into a real victory? You know, Chapter 13 of the Uprooted Chinar doesn't just leave you hanging with that question. It offers a very detailed, very structured potential answer.